I went from pastor to millionaire as an adult star mom. My kids know that I'm a lingerie nude model. They see all my lingerie. I think a mom is allowed to do whatever she wants. Just because she becomes a mom doesn't mean she's now only allowed to do certain things with her life or her body. I've received so much hate. I get a lot of messages about how I'm going to hell. I'm a terrible mother. Sometimes where my kids' friends' parents find out what I do, they ghost us. It's a little heartbreaking. Okay, you get the berries. I'm gonna get the bowls.
I will also get treats.
Oh, that's a good idea. You're amazing, bud. Thank you. My name is Nikole Mitchell. I'm 39 years old.
I'm gonna put raspberries and blueberries in this.
I love that. Mix them up. I have 3 children. Mercy is 12, Eden is 10, Judah is 7. 12, Eden is 10, Judah is 7.
Judah, what do you think of your mom's outfit?
Ugly.
Bro.
Mom, I've seen you wear it multiple times and it's ugly now.
My typical day looks like getting up early, which is hard for me because I am not a morning person. Get my kids ready, get them off to school, and then when I get back, meetings I have with my team, maybe going out to eat with a friend for lunch or something like that. And my base, my safety. By then, it's like the day flies by and it's time to go pick up my kids.
Can you hear the crunching?
I grew up in a very religious, conservative environment. It wasn't until I got older that I realized how oppressive of a space that was and how much I shrank who I really am to be who they told me I'm supposed to be. I was trained to be a pastor for 3 years and then I pastored for a year. Growing up, I wasn't allowed as a woman to be a leader, a speaker, or a pastor, so even to become a pastor was seen as rebellious and wrong. When I was in my late 20s, I went to a church that allowed female preachers. What a concept. And very quickly loved speaking and teaching and preaching. And yet the higher I rose or climbed that ladder, the more I saw how women still weren't given as much privilege or payment as the men, and I became pretty disillusioned and eventually walked away. I came out in 2016.
So I guess she's gonna get into her background, how she's a single mother, because obviously we don't see the father anywhere in here, and he probably was, up for this as well. But women, you always looking for equality to a man, and this reminds me of WNBA, for example, not making as much. The turnout isn't as much. Traditionally, women haven't been, and I'm not gonna get into the whole religious thing, but we just know it is what it is. Traditionally, I mean, you only were doing it for a year. You were expecting to blow up. It seems like you just want popularity. You're a freak for attention. You want notoriety. You want to be famous because you trained for 3 years, and the 1 year you wasn't getting the same results as a man who may have been doing it for much longer and who may have been more impactful and have more charisma than you. It may not just be for you. So the quickest way for any woman to get attention, and I wouldn't say really blow up, but for someone like you, is to take your clothes off. And we see that. But go ahead, baby. How y'all ladies be saying go off?
And that was a turning point in my life. So I am queer, and one thing you'll learn is that queer can mean many different things. I identify as pansexual. For me, it just means I'm attracted to all genders. I'm a very loving person.
Sounds like my ex-wife when we were getting a divorce. She came out and said that she's pansexual, sapiosexual, whatever have you. Do your thing, baby.
And I went my whole life thinking I was straight. Married a man, had 3 kids with him, never thought to question it. And then it was in my early 30s that I realized, oh my gosh, I'm queer. And that became a catalyst that changed my entire life. I began examining everything I thought I knew about myself. If I was wrong about my sexuality, what else might I be wrong about? I walked away from everything with no idea where I was headed. I just knew I couldn't stay in the confines I had been raised in and needed to give myself permission to.
Feminist shirt. You just know that you had to dissolve your family and you knew that your husband was going to have to pay you, going to have to cut you a check for you and the kids, and you were going to get custody. You know, that's what you knew you had to do. And you had to experiment and discover yourself, because I got 3 kids, but I want to, you know, taste the cat as well, and, you know, other things. So I'm going to dissolve my marriage and get it in. Let's go though.
Go past the line that was drawn for me and just see what was out there. Now I know that was the choice that led to my freedom. I've been an adult content creator for 3.5 years now, and everything in my life has exploded for the better. My freedom, my autonomy, my income. When I learned about these online platforms where I could do adult content from the comfort of my own home, I was excited, because it was a way for me to honor how I'm wired, do something I love, and hopefully make some money at it. I am now a millionaire due to my adult content creation.
Oh, mercy.
Oh, that bounce is nice. My career gives me so much freedom and flexibility. It has made me a better mom. And not only am I not stressed like I used to be when we were on food stamps, but I also have way more time and freedom to be with them. What do you guys think mommy does for her job?
Take pictures.
Yeah. My kids know that I'm a model. So they know I'm a lingerie nude model. They see all my lingerie. They see my adult toys. They see the different photographers and photo shoots at my house. They know that that's part of what mommy does. Do you think it's weird or cool that, like, I'm on the internet and kind of famous?
It's cool.
Yeah? We talk a lot about adult content in my home, in the sense of what's appropriate for kids, what's appropriate for adults. If they see something that they know is for an adult, to come get me. When they learn more specific details of what I do, I think they'll actually be more prepared. I do experience some times where my kids will have friends, and then once their friends' parents find out what I do, they ghost us and they won't ever contact us again. And it makes my heart incredibly sad for my children, because my children are just pure beings of love. It's hard to make friends as a mom in the adult industry.
But you don't care about the kids. It's all about you, the check, and you being famous. It's just, they're going to have to eat that at the end of the day. Eat that with kids walking up to them, talking about them, parents, all this other stuff. You don't care about that. I feel you though.
I think I cause a lot of cognitive dissonance. People see this like loving suburban mom, and our kids get along and we get along, and then as soon as they find out what I do, it's like they freeze. It's a little heartbreaking, but I just understand with the context with where we live that would happen.
I think my mom's the coolest because she's the one who had me and loves me.
I'm the luckiest mom. Luckiest mom in the world. I love you so much. My bedroom's kind of my haven. My kids are in school full time, so when they're at school is when I film most of my content, when I do my one-on-one calls with my fans. But once my kids are home, I'm here, I'm engaged, I'm present. I've received so much hate. I get a lot of messages about how I'm going to hell, about how I'm a terrible mother, the trauma I'm doing to my children, and that really hurts. I've had someone call me a child molester, which to have that thrown at me is so vile. Of course, it's like heartbreaking to read, but I know at the end of the day, they don't know who I am, and so I just let them imagine the monster that I am, knowing it's their imagination and not my reality. The best comment is that I am the leader of the Illuminati, which I didn't even know what that was until I got that comment. I had to Google, what is the Illuminati? And then I died. Michael! Hello. Hi! Coffee.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're so welcome.
I think that the hate that Nikole receives because of her career and her choices is unnecessary. I mean, who are we to judge people? If you think about sexuality as a human species, like that is the first thing that we know and understand. Ultimately, I think that those people who hate are just your biggest fans and they don't know it yet.
Ooh, baby. I love that you said that, because some of my biggest critics have become my clients. And so it's this proof right there, like the people who are actively campaigning against me on social media, leaving hate comments, have gone on to then hire me to be their life coach.
Okay, let me see. Serious face. Serious face.
We probably grew up in homes where there's a lot of secrets, and I just never wanted that with my kids. I wanted them to be aware and included and educated, of course, in age-appropriate ways.
I think that level of openness is probably a huge parameter of safety for kids. And so I think there's really...
What does the father have to say about this? What does the father have to say about her doing this and having the kids under the household and things like that? But at the end of the day, fathers really don't have a say-so anymore. She could be doing full-on, she could be doing the full-on P word in the household, right? And the courts would be like, it's perfectly fine, blah, blah, blah. And the father, I don't know, man. This is crazy.
Oh, you are the best. I have no plan on quitting the adult industry. It's been so fun, so freeing, so lucrative, so supportive that I'll continue to stay in it for as long as I have interest in it. I think a mom is allowed to do whatever she wants. Just because she becomes a mom doesn't mean she's now only allowed to do certain things with her life or her body. I have two responses to haters. One is like, F you. And then part of me is just say, when you look at my life and you spend 5 minutes in my world, you see it's a really beautiful thing I have going on.
Do the burritos have anything they'd like to say?
Don't eat me. Did you hear that?
A mom should be able to do whatever she wants, including dissolving the marriage when they have kids as a family unit. If she just wakes up and just says, hey, I want to do adult content. I want to deal with women, men, and whoever, and I should not be judged because all I wanted was attention at the end of the day. And I'm going to be on camera loving on my kids this whole time while talking about my clients and all this other stuff. Man, anything goes these days. No judgment. I mean, of course, people are going to judge you, baby. An opinion is judgment. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think, though. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Helps to support the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50. UK.